martial arts, and in this episode we will be talking about the Mawashi Geri, or the Roundhouse Kick, being performed in karate. So we know that in different styles of martial arts, they have their different versions of roundhouse, like in wushu, in kung fu, and even in Muay Thai. So in karate, it is what we call Mawashi Geri. So to know how to perform it, I'll show you how karate guys chamber the leg. So usually techniques for kickings are started with chamber. So if you watch the previous video, we tackled that in performing Yoko Geri, or the side kick. They would chamber their leg like this or like this. But in Mawashi Geri or roundhouse, we chamber our leg like this. So from fighting position, we raise the leg 90 degree. So we raise it like this. And from this position, we turn our body, then hit the target like this. So there are two parts of our foot that we can use as a weapon. So first is the shin, this part, which is usually or commonly used in tournaments or in kumite. And the next part would be the ball. Here's how it looks like if we do it in a faster way. So that's how we do it again. So if this is the target, so we raise the leg, then hit it like this. But in tournaments, we don't do the traditional way, or we don't practice it that way, because we like to mislead our opponents in making them think that we're gonna deliver a front kick or a different kick. If you remember in the previous videos, we usually raise our leg like this to perform a Maigeri or a front kick, right? Like this. Or if you want to deliver a Yoko Geri or a side kick, you can also raise your leg and twist like this. So we want to mislead our opponent by also raising our leg like that, but turning it into a Mawashi Geri. So how do we do it? So we raise, then after raising, we kick again. So instead of raising it here, we raise it here, then we pivot our body, our hips, our standing leg, and hit like this. So in the next part, I'm gonna show you how we do it in a kick. Earlier, I showed you how we perform the Mawashi Geri, right? Now we want to mix it up with a punch. So in the streets, or on the street, sorry, you would like to mix it with a 1-2 combination. It's easier. So how do we do it? So first, we jab the face, then we can either punch again the face or the body. Then that would give us enough time to prepare our kick and deliver it to the body. You don't really target the head when you're on the streets, because it's not really practical, especially if the criminals or bullies or whatsoever even know how to perform grappling. So it's better you kick the body instead. So how do we do it? So I have here Desiree, so you can call her Det or Des, and she's gonna demonstrate how to mix the roundhouse kick with 1-2 combination. Okay, so here's how it goes. So 1, 2, then nice. Again, she's gonna do it. Go up, up. That's how we do it. So for example, this is not a practice session. I'm a bully, and here's Det. So that is you. This is you. Okay, so how is she gonna defend herself? So I'm moving forward. I'm provoking her, and she knows that I'm about to attack her, right? So I might tackle her or something. So she would target my face first, then my body, then this one. Okay, so I'm about to attack her. So I'm gonna go. See, again, use the jab first, then the body. So pop, pop, and here. Okay, so I'm about to attack her, grab her, especially she's a girl and I might be some rapist or something, but I assume you wouldn't have that problem. So again, I was about to go to her. She's gonna target this first. Pop, pop. Then this should buy time before I am able to attack or react whatever style I have. So again, let's try it slower. Okay, so first punch, this one. This one would distract the attacker. After this one, she's gonna target this one, up, and possible reaction would be I'll move a little far or create a little distance because I might be hurt or something. Then from this position, she can deliver the kick, boom, to the ribs. So you can either perform the Muay Thai version or the Mawashi Geri, but as long as you utilize the roundhouse with punches, that would be okay. Now we're gonna demonstrate how we do a thigh kick with Mawashi Geri. So in karate, we call this Mawashi Geri Gedan, meaning to say the target is on the thigh. So I have here again a bin to help me how to demonstrate this one. So usually, so I'm fighting position, usually the low kicks would be targeted on the side of the thigh, right? So using the same way to chamber the leg. So I'm gonna raise this, then up. That is the side, right? But the risk there is if you're fighting against, let's say, an MMA fighter or a Muay Thai practitioner, chances are their reflexes would be to raise this one, right? They're gonna raise this one, it's gonna break my leg somehow. So I'm gonna show you how to twist it a little bit and make it a chopping version of Mawashi Geri Gedan. So from this position, instead of just kicking here, I would just make a short side step or a lateral step here. It's gonna allow me to open up my hips, my leg, and deliver or target the front area of the leg rather than the side. So from this position, again, so here I'm fighting, then I sidestep, then I raise this again just like the traditional way, but this time it's gonna be targeted to the front. See? So even if he raises his leg, it's gonna be safer for me as well, because still he won't be able to break it that much because I'm targeting the thigh, not this one. So again, from this position, I sidestep, then instead of kicking the side. Okay, so that's how we do the Mawashi Geri Gedan. So I already showed you the 1-2 combination with the kick, and now this is the kick to the thigh. So I'm gonna show you one last version of how we can apply Mawashi Geri on this. So earlier we discussed how to use Mawashi Geri Gedan for kicking the thigh, right? Now I'm gonna demonstrate how will you defend yourself on the street if someone is about to attack you with a 1-2 combination, right? Earlier, Des wanted to do that to me, right? So we want to show how we can use Mawashi Geri as a self-defense for that attack. Okay, so again, so from this position, so she's about to perform a jab. Okay, go up. From this position, I hold this, or I just block this one so that she won't be able to do the second part of the attack, which is the shot to the body. Try punching. See, she cannot because it's gonna be limited, right? Now from this position, okay, so go back. So from this position, again, jab, go up. I can step. So that's how we do it. But if you're more flexible or you're more used to that technique, you can actually jump with the motion. Okay, again. So go up. Again, one more. This position, go. You can jump and kick the back of your opponent. But after that, you can just run away because you're just trying to defend yourself and not really pick a fight. So that's how we do it. This is the last part or last variation. We're gonna talk about how to use Mawashi Geri. This is what I call the slicing version of Mawashi Geri. So again, Abin will help me on this one. This one would be, what if someone tries to move forward you or deliver an attack wherein he needs to move towards you, right? So Abin here will demonstrate it with the help of a kick shield. So let's say he's about to tackle me or something, so he's gonna move towards me. What are we gonna do with Mawashi Geri? So from this position, okay, Abin, go. Okay, from this position, of course, you can either sprawl if he's really quick, but if not, if you have enough time, either than fighting his force, you can go here, right? From this position, I will use again the traditional way of raising this, then again. So we're gonna do it simultaneously. As you move I'm gonna use that timing to add impact to the you get the, so that's how we're gonna do it. Okay, ready? So in count of 3, 1, 2, 3, go. See, it's gonna be more damaging, I would say, because you're adding the impact of your opponent's motion against your kick. You're like chopping the tree. Again, one more, go. Okay, so that's how we can use Mawashi Geri in different ways in defending yourself, or even when fighting in a, let's say, a match or formal tournament. Okay, so guys, thank you for watching this video. So I would also like to invite my other friend here, Des. Okay, hi. So thank you, Des and Abin, for assisting me in making this video. And guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you want to have more topics about martial arts as a whole, I'll try my best to search for that or give a video about that, or specific karate techniques that you would like to learn. Just give a comment below, and feel free to subscribe on this channel. Again, thank you. This is John of Shitoguy Martial Arts, and have a great day.